We're joined now by the Labour MP Liam Byrne, who represents a Birmingham constituency and who recently wrote a book on counter-extremism and winning the battle of ideas. How do you think the government now, Liam Byrne, should respond to this sort of attack?
Well, we are now moving into a new phase of this conflict. You've got two or three things coming together. About 50% of those convicted of counter-terrorism offences earlier in the century are coming out of jail over the next couple of years. You've got the risk of the flow back of foreign fighters, often traumatised, battle-hardened. But you have also got now a change in operational tactics by ISIS. As they are disaggregated, basically, in the Middle East, the caliphate is becoming a virtual caliphate, and therefore the messaging from the Middle East at the moment is no longer come to build utopia in the caliphate. The messaging has now changed over the last 3 months, much more sharply focused on this is how you commit a lone wolf attack, this is the knife to buy, this is the specification of HGV to acquire. And so we're now into a new phase, and therefore our response has got to change too.
Right, and how does it change? Let's look at it from a community point of view. Emily mentioned earlier about engaging more in the community. You're a Birmingham MP. Unsurprisingly, as the second city, it is identified as a place where there are convicted terrorists. What would you do?
I think you've got to do a couple of things. You've got to obviously strengthen the work that we continue to do in schools. Teachers are doing a brilliant job, actually, with the work that they do. But very often they're not greatly supported by government policy. So, for example, academies are able to opt out of delivering a balanced religious education, for example. That's not necessarily a good thing. We don't have universal community service in this country. That is a way in which you get kids to mix up with each other. I think the big front, though, for this year is a different kind of approach to social media companies. At the moment, they are still the messaging, command and control structure of choice.
And we just heard from Alice Carlisle how much influence they have on a screen.
Absolutely. And terrorists have what they call the golden hour. You know, they know that it takes 2.5, 3 hours to get something down once it goes up. But they will often get 30 to 50% of their messaging through in that time. Right now, companies like Google, Facebook, Apple don't have their A-team of engineers figuring out how to stop this problem. And frankly, we need to get on top of it, and we need to get on top of them, because they have not taken this issue seriously enough.
All right, Liam Byrne, thank you very much for coming in. Very interesting.
Very interesting.